The search for the next James Bond continues to capture the attention of moviegoers and entertainment enthusiasts, especially following the conclusion of Daniel Craig's iconic tenure as the British super spy in No Time to Die, 2021. Since Craig's departure from the role, speculation surrounding who could succeed him has reached fever pitch, with many names circulating in the media and among fans. However, new revelations about the casting process and the actors vying for the coveted role have made headlines recently, shedding light on the fierce competition and the drama behind the scenes. One name that has emerged as a potential contender but ultimately been ruled out is Phil Dunster, the British actor best known for his breakout role as the cocky yet lovable Jamie Tart in the critically acclaimed Apple TV Plus series Ted Lasso. According to an exclusive interview Dunster gave to the Always Be Comedy podcast, he revealed that despite some initial interest in him, the producers of the James Bond franchise, including producer Barbara Broccoli, firmly rejected him from the casting process. Phil Dunster's rejection. Dunster, who earned praise for his portrayal of Tart as part of the Ted Lasso ensemble, opened up about his brief encounter with the Bond franchise. "There was a conversation one of my agents had, but they quite firmly shut the door in their face," Dunster explained during the interview. This revelation comes as a surprise to many, especially considering the actor's rising profile and his impressive performance in Ted Lasso, which has won several awards and critical acclaim. Dunster has proven his versatility, balancing comedy with moments of emotional depth in his role, making him a fan favorite on the show. However, despite this early interest and the considerable buzz Dunster generated within the entertainment industry, it seems that his vision of stepping into the role of 007 is not to be. The rejection suggests that the producers are narrowing down their pool of potential candidates to a select few, and the search for Craig's successor remains a closely guarded secret, with producers determined to find the perfect actor who can bring a fresh take to the legendary role. Speculation in the next 007. While Dunster may not be the next Bond, the search for the ideal candidate has not slowed down, and speculation continues to run wild. Among the names that have been heavily discussed in the press is Jack O'Connell, the British actor known for his role as Paddy Mayne in SAS Rogue Heroes, a BBC drama that delves into the early days of the British Special Forces. O'Connell's portrayal of Mayne, a charismatic yet tough figure in the elite group, has won him acclaim for his intensity and strong screen presence. Many believe that O'Connell's background in playing physically demanding and morally complex characters could make him an ideal candidate for the role of Bond. O'Connell's name has been frequently mentioned in connection with the Bond role, with some outlets speculating that he could be next in line to step into the famous tuxedo. Aaron Taylor-Johnson's candidacy. Another actor who has been linked to the James Bond franchise is Aaron Taylor-Johnson, who has been making waves in Hollywood with his recent roles in action-packed blockbusters. Taylor-Johnson, known for his portrayal of Quicksilver in Avengers, Age of Ultron and more recently for his role as Kraven the Hunter in Sony's upcoming Kraven the Hunter film, is reportedly in serious consideration to take on the role of 007. According to multiple sources, the actor has even reportedly been offered the role by the Bond producers, which has sparked further speculation about the direction the franchise will take with its next lead. The actor was asked about the possibility of portraying Bond during the New York premiere of Kraven the Hunter, and he gave a typically coy response, maintaining a sense of mystery around his involvement with the franchise. "I would say come see Kraven because that's what's out this weekend and it's not going to disappoint. I promise you that, guys," Taylor-Johnson said when probed about his future as Bond. His answer suggested that, while he may not be ready to confirm his involvement in the iconic role, he was eager to promote his current projects and perhaps divert attention away from the intense Bond speculation. Taylor-Johnson's connection to the Bond franchise has been a topic of much debate, particularly due to his action-oriented roles and his ability to portray characters with both physical prowess and emotional depth. Having previously proven his skills in action films, including Kick-Ass and Godzilla, Taylor-Johnson's potential to embody the duality of Bond, the suave gentleman spy and the hard-hitting operative, has made him a favorite among many fans and insiders. The secretive process. Despite all the rumors and the swirl of speculation, the Bond producers, Barbara Broccoli and her brother Michael Gene Wilson, have remained remarkably tight-lipped about who will ultimately be chosen to take on the legendary role. This secrecy is nothing new for the Bond franchise, which has long kept casting decisions under wraps until an official announcement is made. The producers have repeatedly stressed the importance of choosing an actor who can bring something fresh to the role while also respecting the legacy of the character. Barbara Broccoli in particular has emphasized the difficulty of casting the next James Bond, acknowledging the weight of the responsibility in selecting an actor who can step into the shoes of Daniel Craig in all the previous Bonds. In an interview she noted, "We're still in the process of deciding what direction we want to take the character in. It's important to us that we find the right person who will bring something new to Bond and make it their own." The producers have also noted that the next Bond will likely have a longer tenure than previous actors, and thus the selection process will be particularly crucial. With the success of the Daniel Craig era, which saw Bond evolve into a more complex and emotionally driven character, there is an added pressure on the producers to ensure that the next actor can handle the intense expectations that come with the role. The changing face of Bond. As the search for the next Bond continues, there is an increasing interest in how the character may evolve in the coming years. Many have called for the casting of a Bond who represents a more diverse and contemporary vision of Britain. While traditionalists may hold on to the idea of a white, British actor playing Bond, there is a growing movement within the entertainment industry to push for more inclusivity and diversity in such iconic roles. This conversation has intensified in recent years, with many advocating for a Bond who reflects the multicultural makeup of modern Britain. A more diverse Bond could provide an opportunity to reimagine the character in a way that speaks to a global audience and aligns with shifting cultural values. While the producers have not yet addressed whether they will make changes in this direction, the debate around Bond's future remains a hot topic of discussion in the industry. Conclusion. The search for the next James Bond is far from over, and as the producers continue to consider their options, fans and insiders will undoubtedly keep speculating about which actor will take on the role next. While Phil Dunster may have been ruled out of the running, other actors like Jack O'Connell and Aaron Taylor-Johnson are emerging as serious contenders with their unique backgrounds and acting credentials making them strong candidates for the iconic role. As the casting process unfolds, the Bond franchise is at a pivotal moment. With a changing cultural landscape and the weight of decades of history behind the character, the decision on who will next embody the legendary secret agent is bound to be one of the most scrutinized casting choices in Hollywood history. Whether the next Bond will continue in the same vein as Daniel Craig's emotionally complex portrayal or take the character in a new direction remains to be seen, but the anticipation surrounding the casting is already at an all-time high. Fans of the franchise will have to wait and see who will ultimately emerge as the next 007, ready to carry on the legacy of one of the most iconic characters in cinematic history.